All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are tackling a massive goal, exactly how a student can realistically earn 1 lakh a month. To help guide us through the data, we've got our 3D student avatar right here. Let's go ahead and call him Surya. Now, Surya is in his third year of college, and honestly, he is completely exhausted. He's totally burned out on those get-rich-quick schemes. You know the ones, the side hustles where you take a 40-minute online survey just to make 10 rupees. He is absolutely sick and tired of hitting the end of the semester with a big fat zero in his bank account.
And like a lot of students, we see Surya just sitting there, staring longingly at an iPhone 17 Pro Max, wondering how on earth people his age are actually affording these things. I mean, without trust funds, right? He wants to know the actual practical mechanics of generating that kind of cash completely from scratch. Okay, let's dive into this and solve his exact dilemma using proven frameworks that require absolutely zero upfront financial investment.
100 grand a month. Sounds crazy, right? Hitting $100,000 a month is this huge mental barrier for a lot of people. But the sources we looked at point out a really fascinating truth. Reaching this milestone, it's not just about working harder, and it's definitely, for sure, not about trying to juggle 10 different scattered income streams at once. It is entirely about choosing a single, focused path that has the actual mathematical ability to scale. You have to move way beyond trading your hours for pennies. Our sources distill this entire process down to a highly effective 3-step formula that Surya realized he absolutely had to follow. First off, you have to stop chasing money directly. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but instead, you need to find a problem, and by that, I mean any task or industry that is currently in massive demand. Second, you build a solution. That simply means taking the time to learn the specific skill that solves that exact problem. And third, you sell that solution to people who already have the budget and the willingness to pay you for it.
But here's the thing. Step 2 is where most students completely fail. They rush the learning process. As Surya finally takes a step back from his empty bank account to actually sit down and study at his desk, we're reminded of this famous Abraham Lincoln quote. It brilliantly illustrates why you absolutely must invest time in acquiring high-income skills first. I mean, you literally can't chop down a massive financial goal with a dull axe.
Phase 1. High-income skills. So, what does a sharp axe actually look like in today's digital economy? Well, looking at the data projected for 2026, these are the heavy hitters right here. Businesses are desperately, actively searching for freelancers to handle mobile video editing, highly specific SaaS content writing, business automation, and AI solution architecture. And the best part? You do not need a master's degree for any of these. You just need to be highly proficient at solving very specific bottlenecks for business owners. Let's look a bit closer at business automation as a prime example. Every day, business owners lose hours to repetitive tasks, right? Answering queries, logging data, scheduling, the whole shebang. Our sources highlight that a student can step right in using really simple no-code tools like Zapier or Odo. You could, say, build a basic automated appointment tracker for a local salon that saves the owner 4 to 5 hours every single day. And you can easily charge premium rates for that exact setup. It's a massive value add for them and highly lucrative for you. Phase 2. The Platform Battle Royale. Now, once Surya sharpened his axe and mastered his skill, he had to figure out where to actually sell it. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly your options are laid out when you're a beginner. We are looking at a showdown between Fiverr, Upwork, and TopTal. And to make a smart choice, you have to score these based on job volume, the actual quality of the clients you'll be dealing with, and the barrier to entry, meaning how hard it is to get your profile approved.
Let's compare Fiverr and Upwork first. Fiverr is incredible for a super fast start. You set up a gig and boom, you go. But it's heavily volume-based, and honestly, the clients can be notoriously tough to deal with because they're often just shopping around for the cheapest option. Upwork, on the other hand, is a bit of a beast. It requires a 100% complete profile, and there is a steep learning curve. But if you focus on a specific niche, the clients have significantly bigger budgets.
And to really prove that point, take a look at this massive number, $2.5 billion. That is Upwork's annual transaction volume. Let that sink in, and it's growing at 20% a year. There is more than enough money flowing through this single platform to hit your 1 lakh a month goal. The trick is, you just have to position yourself as an expert rather than a generalist.
And hey, if you do choose Upwork, one of our expert sources shared a massive secret. Your contract titles actually matter. When you accept a job, do not let it show up on your public history as some random data entry task if you're trying to build a brand as a SaaS writer. Ask the client to change the title before you hit accept. Doing this makes your work history look incredibly consistent. It basically makes you the undeniable #1 choice in your niche.
But what if you want to graduate from hunting for clients entirely? Well, that is where TopTal comes in. While on Upwork you're actively hunting and sending out proposals, TopTal does the heavy lifting for you. The catch? They famously only accept the top 3% of applicants. It's a pretty grueling interview process, no lie. But if you actually make it, their elite team handles all the client vetting and contract administration for you.
Let's move to and see how this builds in Phase 3, the timeline to 1 lakh.
So knowing the platforms is great theory, right? But here is the actual realistic execution over a single year. Because this doesn't happen overnight. Surya started in March, earning a really humble 4,000 rupees a month at his very first internship. By April, he leveraged his mobile video editing skills to hit 10,000 rupees. He kept at it, kept improving his quality, and by December, he landed a tech internship pulling in 35,000 rupees. Finally, by the following March, so exactly 1 year later, he hit that magical 1 lakh milestone by combining his freelance client retainers with some lucrative brand collabs. It is step-by-step exponential growth.
Phase 4, scaling beyond freelance. Because here's the harsh reality of freelancing. Eventually, you are going to hit a wall. Why? Because you only have 24 hours in a day. To scale beyond that without burning yourself out, our sources identify several hybrid models that let students earn passively without major upfront investments. We're talking about selling digital products, crafting niche Notion templates, starting online coaching sessions, running paid communities on places like Discord or Telegram, or even integrating affiliate marketing into your content. These models fundamentally disconnect your earning potential from your working hours.
And if you want to launch a digital product today, you don't even need to code a custom website anymore. The process is incredibly streamlined now. Step 1, you just create your resource bundle or template using free tools like Canva or Gemini. Step 2, you upload it directly to a creator platform like Superprofile to host the file and handle the payments. Step 3, you use Instagram's auto DM feature to send the purchase link automatically when people comment on your posts. You literally have an autonomous business running right from your phone. It's wild.
So the crucial point is this. The people who actually hit these massive financial milestones, they aren't the ones bouncing from one trendy side hustle to the next every weekend. They commit to one skill, one platform, and they stick with it. Furthermore, they build in public. Documenting your journey, sharing your wins, and yes, your failures on platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube is exactly what naturally attracts 99% of your best opportunities and clients.
Which brings us to the very end of our explainer. Look at Surya now. He's happily working away on his brand new MacBook, having successfully built a totally scalable income. The blueprint is right here in front of you. You've got the skills, the platforms, the scalable models. The only question left is, are you going to close this tab and keep mindlessly scrolling, or are you going to start sharpening your axe today?